Hello, and welcome to this new 3CX tutorial. When calling a company, this call can wait a long time until an agent is available. That means that this call is in a queue. This functionality is offered by 3CX and is called Call Queues. To start, in the 3CX Management Console, go to the Call Queues option in the left side menu on your screen. On the page that will be displayed, you will find three options: one to add a call queue, another to edit an already created call queue, and the last one that allow you to delete the selected call queues from the list. First, let's click on the Add button. There are many options to go through and we are going to see most of them. In the general area, as usual, you have to fill the following: the name of the queue that is going to be created, the number of the extension that is going to have this queue. Make sure that the extension is in a FAR extension group from the normal user's extensions. Now the polling strategy. As there are many strategies, let's explain them briefly. Prioritized hunt strategy. Rings the first available agent in the list. Ring all. As the name says, rings all agents simultaneously until the first one takes the call. Hunt random star. Randomly choose an agent, this way is looking for distribute evenly calls among agents. Round robin. Remembers who answered the last call and pull the next agent in the list. Longest waiting, takes the idle time of each agent, then chooses the longest waiting agent first. If it's busy or doesn't answer, is going to choose the second longest waiting agent. After the call reaches this time, is going to be reset. Least talk time, is going to check the sum of all call durations for each agent, and is going to direct the call to the one that have the least talk time. Fewest answered, is going to calculate the total amount of answered calls for each agent, then initially is going to pull the agent with the least amount. If busy, or no answer, pulls the agent with the second least number of calls, and so on. Hunt by threes random. This option will ring 3 random available agents. If there's no answer, another 3 random available agents will be rung. Hunt by threes prioritized. This option rings first 3 available agents in the list first. If no answer, will ring next 3 available agents from the list. From here, the next polling strategies need an enterprise license key for them to work. The call flow is going to be work based on skills. These are going to be divided by base skill 1, 2 and so on, and is going to ring first the agents in skill base 1. If all of the agents in this skill are unavailable, is going to ring skill base 2 and so on. This repeats until all skill spaces are finished. The options are the following: skill-based routing ring all, skill-based routing hunt random start, skill-based routing round robin, and skill-based routing fewest answered. Then you can find the ring time, that as the name says, is the ringing time in seconds per agent. You can optionally set a DID if you want to receive calls directly to this extension or queue. Then we will find the destination if no answer, where you have to set the maximum queue waiting time in seconds, and the action to take if there is no answer. You can choose from end call, connect with extension, voicemail box for extension, connect to digital receptionist, connect to another queue or ring group, forward to outside number, and send call to call flow apps. After this, you will find the music on hold. There is one music on hold set by default, but you can set your own recording if wanted. Just have in mind that the music needs to be a WAV format. As usual, you record from your phone the music and manage the recordings that you have saved. There can be as well an intro prompt. You can choose if playing the full intro prompt before calling the agents, and the music on hold as well. You can add your own prompt, record it from your phone and manage the recordings. Now let's go with the options where you can assign the feature that announce the caller's queue position. You can set an interval of time. That means, in this case every 60 seconds you are going to announce to the caller the position where it is located in the queue. You can also set the queue language, which means the language that the prompt is going to be played on. English in this case. Moving forward, if you scroll up, you will find the agents option, where you can add all the extensions that are going to be part of this queue. These are going to be the agents. You can see the extension, the first name, last name and the skill group. This is important for the polling strategy. The options that you are going to find in this window are the Add button. By pressing here, you are going to see the list of extensions that are available to add as an agent. After setting the different extensions, press OK and you are going to see them in this part. You can delete one or more agents by pressing the Delete button. You can move up or down an agent. This is important for the polling strategies. Having done this, let's reach the advanced options which we can find in the top of our window. Click on it and you will find the following options. Enable callback. It can be triggered on user request or be offered to caller after a specific time in seconds, which you can set in this box over here. The callback prefix is defined from where the calls are going to be made to. If this space is in blank, the PBX is going to use the outbound rules to set the outgoing calls. Now, in the queue preferences we are going to find the wrap-up time is a time that allow the agent to finish some data entry duties, like filling a form after the call, etc. The wrap-up time will allow this agent to use this time for those purposes, and while this time this agent is not going to be available for calls. The maximum callers in queue. This is a number that if reached, calls are routed to the destination if no answer section. The priority queue can be set as a VIP queue. If we have two agents in different queues, the priority or VIP queue call is going to be answered first. Calls remaining unanswered in the queue for more than the number of seconds set in this field are considered as breaching the SLA time limit in relevant reports and statistics. With the new messaging feature, we can chat with our customer via SMS, and this can be done as well with queues. The char ownership can be assigned manually or automatically. Now we can see the queue recording option, where you can configure how recording will be managed when user call this queue, and there are two options: calls recorded by default or opt-out. Calls not recorded by default, asking the customer if they want the call to be recorded. Furthermore, we can find the schedule queue statistics reset. This is referred to the SLA time, and as it says, the wallboard statistics can be reset after a certain time, could be daily, weekly or monthly. To finish this video, let's check the notifications option. By going up and clicking on it, you can select the queue manager that not necessarily have to be among the agents. This is the place where the supervisor comes in. So you have to add the supervisor's extension number, and there are several notifications option where you can choose from. Notify queue manager via email when SLA time has been breached. Notify queue manager when a callback is made. Notify queue manager when a callback fails. Notify queue manager when a queue call is lost. After the call queue have been configured, press OK to save the changes. Now you can see the queue in the list. And that would be all for today. See you in the next tutorial video. Thanks for watching.